Raise your hand if you've ever been overwhelmed by what you have to do. Some of you are probably sitting here right now, preoccupied with something else and not paying attention to this speech. Well, listen up, because I'm going to demonstrate something tangible that all of you can do right here and now to organize your life. I myself am a busy individual, managing faith, family, school, projects, and running year-round. I always have things that I want and that I have to do. In fact, more than I can handle. I tried many methods to organize, but it never worked, and I kept feeling regret. Then I read EntreLeadership by business and financial expert Dave Ramsey, and I learned of his priority matrix method. Since then, it has made me more productive and regret-free. So today, I'm going to show you how to create a prioritized list, a method that will help you throughout your life. First, we'll talk about material options to find something that works for you. Second, we'll go through the steps that go beyond your ordinary list. And finally, we'll go through the advanced applications of this method. While materials for a list may seem rudimentary, it's actually very important and the first thing we need to do. For a list, there are a variety of materials one could use. In fact, you all should have some of these on you right now. Pull out the materials you're going to use as we go over it. First, we have the classic physical list. This can take a variety of forms, but is a great starting point for those who want to tangibly write their list. However, for this option, one must be organized and not lose their list. A notebook or notepad is best, and you want to have a design and size that fits you. Lists like this can be carried around or placed in a central location like a desk or a fridge. The downside for these physical lists is that they may not always be accessible, take up space, and require rewriting for each list. Thankfully, we have modern technology. A digital list is great because it takes up less space and if done right, can be quicker and more accessible. Right now, you all should have two devices on you, your iPad and your phone. On these, you can use a Notes app or even a document app like Google Docs. Choose something that you have access to across multiple devices with features that best suit your needs. It may be tempting to use a Reminders app, but we need to learn the basics first. Some downsides to this digital option is that you can put down too much, end up forgetting about the list, or not hold yourself accountable to it. Now that we have reviewed the material options to create your list, I want you right now to decide and hold up what you're going to use to create your list. Great, now we are ready to make our list. To start, write down every task you need or want to do, whether today or beyond. Think about those things for school, for work, or for sports. Is there a homework assignment you need to do? Is there a chore you need to do at home? Think about also what you want to do. Do you want to play a video game, watch a show, or even scroll through social media? Don't just make stuff up. Let out all the priorities fighting for your time and attention. Now let's break it up into 4 quadrants. We're going to put a letter next to each item. First, A. A is those things that are urgent and important, like an essay due tonight. Put an A next to those A items. Then B. B is those things that are not urgent but are important, like a scholarship essay that is due in the next couple months. Put a B next to those B items. Next, C. C is those things that are urgent but not important, like an email or text notification that you feel like you need to respond to. Put a C next to those C items. Finally, D. D is those things that are not urgent and not important. You know, like that show you want to watch or social media you want to use. Put a D next to those D items. They should be all that's left on your list, and sorry, but it's not urgent and or important. Okay, now we're going to remove those items in Quadrant D. Simply put, you don't have time. If you want to succeed at life, you need to do what truly matters. So whether you cross it out, delete it, rip that section out, just remove it. These things in Quadrant D often feel urgent or important, but they actually are not. Now we are left with our A's, B's, and C's. We need to prioritize. When you go through this, start at A1. This needs to be your steak sauce. That thing that if it's all you got done today, it was the right thing to do. Next would be A2, A3, and so on. Plan each successive item on your list like this, thinking if you just got that thing done and nothing else below it, would it be the right move? When you go through your A's, move to your B's. No two items can have the same ranking. This is a tier list of how you invest your time, talents, and treasures. Finally, move to your C's, starting at C1, moving down. We have each item prioritized, but looks a little messy. Now let's rewrite each item in order, starting with A1 going down, making sure to break up all your A's, B's, and C's. This may seem toilsome, but you've probably heard it said in school that rewriting things helps you remember them. Thus, by rewriting these items, you're able to ingrain them into your mind, but now in the order that they need to be done. Now step 6, you execute from A1 moving down. Now we are currently in speech class and my speech is not quite yet finished. So you won't be able to get to your list right here and now. But I encourage you to hold on to this list and put it into action. And when you're tempted to actually fall off, remind yourself, back to the list. When you look at things like sports, investing, or school, a large majority of the chance of success is if you actually do something, not finding the perfect plan. New things are going to enter your list and are going to need a prioritized spot. And things on your list are going to change in priority or urgency. For many, this method can revolutionize your time management. And the more you do it, the more enjoyable it will be. However, once you master the basics of list making, you can then move to advanced lists. First, you could use reminders or timed notifications to time your list. An app like Reminders allows items on your list to be even more advanced. You can add time, location, early reminders, or reoccurring items. You can even take an item and add subtasks if it's a bigger project. Finally, using calendar scheduling to plan each moment of your day instead of a list. Advanced individuals like Dave Ramsey take this list method to the next level. They individually plan out every minute and second of their day. Just like how a good budget gives every dollar a purpose, in a calendar you can give every minute and even second of your day a specific purpose. This is an extreme level of planning and accountability that would be obsessive and legalistic for a high schooler to start with. It also does not work for those with unpredictable days. It is best for those who are experienced with so much to do that an ordinary list becomes less effective. The calendar enables better visualization of items on the list. So today, I went over how to create a prioritized list using the priority matrix method. We went through material selection, then the steps of the priority matrix, and finally, the advanced techniques of this list method. While lists like this are great, they don't actually guarantee success. As Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it's the Lord's purpose that prevails." God already has a plan for you and is going to use you whether you like it or not. So don't resist him. Get on God's side. Thank you.